Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I
Fine.
see nobody.
We're all fine. Yeah, we're
Hi,
fine. Yep, great, great,
hi,
great.
Florence. Now I see.
Good.
Hi, Andrew. Hello,
Hi,
John.
Aisha. How are you?
I'm good.
That's
How's
good.
everybody doing?
Yeah.
Fine, thank you. How's
We're,
everybody?
Hi, Maxine. How are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm okay, my dear. And yourselves?
I'm good. I'm good. Matala,
Oh,
hello.
wonderful. Blessings.
I see Matala now. Octavia, can we please put the camera on? I want to see each and everybody. That would be really, really great. Okay, I see Robert. Oh, how are you, Robert? How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Robert, I think you're on mute.
I said hi, hello everyone. Yeah, I'm just with friends having dinner. Just thought I'll listen to what's going on. It's really nice to catch up with you guys.
So nice to see you. All right,
Thank
so
you.
welcome everybody to today's presentation. You are exclusively invited to this workshop to learn and enhance your health and wellness. We are so excited to have you here as a part of our Your Health and Wellness Matters series, which is a part of your Know Body program. So this is a weekly online program and is designed to give you all the knowledge, all the tools to live a healthier and more fulfilling life. Our topic for this week is longevity through health and wellness practices. And we are thrilled to introduce our speaker for the week, which is none other than Dr. Sunny Ahansi, who will be sharing valuable insights on how you cultivate long-lasting health and wellness. Dr. Sunny will be sharing insights on two groundbreaking innovations that are transforming the world and wellness, a SIA and BIP scan. Yes, so these two innovations, the SIA and BIP scan, they are revolutionizing how we approach health, wellness, and longevity. So we're very excited to share about how they can actually enhance our lives. So just let's get started with today's session. And I'm like really excited to know each and everything about today. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Sunny.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's absolutely amazing to see all of you here this evening. And as our host just mentioned, you will not be disappointed in terms of what is actually happening. Today, I think we're going to do a lot of interaction from this particular platform. And I know that some of you have been with us over the last 100 years. Some of you almost 1,000 years now. Some of you just started today. So what we're going to be doing is, what have you learned so far on this platform? And what are you still keep coming without let up? And why are you alone? How many people have you invited today to this particular platform? If you haven't, why not? Don't you want your friends to benefit from what we're doing week in, week out? I'm sure you do. So, if that's the case, let's go on one by one and just examine some of you. Why do you find this platform relevant that you keep coming week in, week out? We're going to start from Andrew. Andy, are you there? Let's start from you.
Wow. Okay. I wasn't planning on being
Mm.
the one to start, but I'm here. So let me start. Okay. Today, because I wear several hats, what I'm doing, I'm actually working on a strategy because one of the hats I wear, I'm also a musician, singer, producer, songwriter, you name it, all the bits that goes with it. And the strategy I'm working on is the health and wellness of people in showbiz, because quite a few people have been diagnosed with some of the conditions that we've been mentioning here. And okay, I can't call names because, as you know, that world is almost another world by itself. So what I've done on my personal site, I won't tell you what my artist name is, but what I've done, I put on my platform that we're here, we're visible. Now, coming to the point why I'm here and why I'm so consistently coming to this platform. One, the breakthrough technology that is here. It's not going to be, it is present. The ASEA product that is here in terms of the radar signaling molecules that they've been using to achieve quite some tremendous results. The BPI technology, which does the scans, those two things in combination alone is something that really needs to be known to majority of the people who are more or less that has been diagnosed with lots of condition and so on, and the geographics of things where the BPI is concerned in terms of people can do this in their own home. Medically, this makes sense. Business-wise, it makes sense. So I am here because I can see where this is going to go. It's going to start off slow, but like a snowball going down the hill, it will eventually become very massive. From the business standpoint, that simply means that those who are in now, while the foundation is being made or laid or in the middle section of it, it's only a matter of time, because the whole thing, because at the conference, the guy who did the technology presentation, he did a very good presentation in telling how it's going to be disrupted, the medical, what should I say, medical fraternity. So basically, as we go along, we have two winning products. We have the business side of things, and you have to be consistent. You got to be here to see where and how you can develop what is here already. So for now, that is my take on it. Thank you.
Fantastic, Anuj, fantastic. Let's go to Maxine Kerr. Maxine, how are you? You can unmute and tell us, why are you here? Maxine, are you there? If you do not answer, we're all going to be coming to your house. Maxine? Okay, maybe Maxine has gone. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Maxine. Yes.
My apologies. I'm out at the moment, so my apologies.
Okay.
Yeah, why am I here? Yeah, so thank you. I met you last year at an event, an awards event, and I was quite intrigued really by what you do and the product or the products and the initiative as a whole. I think it's a fantastic initiative, and you know, as I said last time, that this is what is needed in the world really, because at the moment, with how health is going at the moment, and not only that, reaching people as well is very, very difficult. Not only that, there's a massive NHS waiting list as well. So I think this would be really, really beneficial for the public going forward. And also, the other part of it is the initiative of being an entrepreneur as well. And, you know, using that as a job, really, and another opportunity for earning an income, but also the health and wellness part of it as well is very, very important as well. It's not just a job, it's a career, basically, for those who want to take it up. Yeah, there's so many pluses on this, so many pluses, and this will help those who looking for another niche, and I think it's going to really be beneficial for the community as a whole as well, because of the NHS waiting list. And, you know, sometimes you can't wait for a doctor to come around to your house, or you can't actually get to the hospital or the A&E or wherever, but at least you can have, as you said, the doctor in your pocket, so to speak. So yeah, so thank you. I don't want to take up any more of your time. So yeah, bless you all.
Fantastic, fantastic, Maxine. I think from what you just said, the few things have actually come of the future and the initiative about it, the opportunities for the entrepreneurship. And you said it's a career for those, yeah? That's a caveat for those who want to take it up. Yeah, we understand it's not for everybody, but it's just for those select few people. I think it was Donald Trump or one of the seasoned entrepreneurs who said that the true entrepreneur is 1% of the 1%. And that's quite a remarkable statement, right? 1% of the 1%. 8 billion people, 1% of that is 8 million. Is it 8 million or 800 million or 80 million? 80 million. 1% of the 80 million, you can work it out. They are far and very far few apart. Entrepreneurship is no joke. But what we are creating here, yes, as Andrew mentioned, is taking some time. It builds up. That's why we don't get let up. Some of you may have seen the video that we played some time ago from what's his name? The owner, the founder of Apple. He said the pathway to entrepreneurship, it is not for a rational person. You have to be made up of a different character, different substance. For some, it's just a way that you want to pass by. For some, they really want to take it on as a business. So on the base of that, we'll be announcing to all of you very, very soon. We'll be running a whole day program on personal and entrepreneurship development, because this a game is not a game for, you know, lazy people, or you only pick up one day when we're going to have a presentation. How much do you develop of the business? How many of the people that you have invited right now, how many of them are here? And if you have not invited, why not? So we'll be helping you to develop some sort of strategy to bring people on board. Let people see it in your mind's eyes, what happened in 2-3 years' time, 4-5 years' time, 10 years' time, where you have your own business that can be marketed, a business that can be conducted anywhere you are around the globe. And besides, we have a product which is in full demand by 8 billion people, health and wellness. Incredible. Let's go to Ndela. Ndela, how about you? Why are you here?
Thank you, Andrew. I'm still here for a long haul. Yeah, basically, my background is naturopathy. I have seen it working on a small scale, and I came in the UK to develop myself, but due to financial lack, I was trapped in the rat race. Now, when this emerged, I was invited by Salome because wherever I went, I discussed about natural approach, the do's and don'ts as far as eating habits. And she said to me, have you heard about Dr. Sani? I think you must attend. I think on the very first day I registered, I could not let it go. Therefore, I wanted to take advantage of the already colossal organization which operated globally without walls. And that is why I'm still here, that it offers me an opportunity to develop myself, of course, to make friends internationally and to reach clients across the globe. I'm very, very passionate. At the moment, I'm working on my registration package that I want to see myself through. And once that is done, I think once I get my accreditation of license issued by the School of Natural Medicine, I think people will believe when they see my ID cards when I'll be distributing them. And then further on with the BIPI, we don't, you know, COVID has taught us things, Sonny, and with that mindset that you developed and saw a gap, we are the stone breakers. As a unit, we are the stone breakers. No matter where you are, in the Bundus, right in the middle of Africa, you can be rich because this device known as mobile is connecting people across the world. Therefore, we take the lift across that our software is so much sophisticated that just from your voice, do not hustle, do not be inconvenienced by the topography or the geography that you cannot reach to the doctor, that will cost you thousands. No, just charge your mobile, talk to Madala. I will connect you with my colleagues who are 24/7 available. A prescription will be made after a thorough analysis and recommendation. We have got substances within our reach that, of course, can be sent across the globe. We are unlimited. We are not inconvenienced by circumstances, geographical, political, whatever circumstances. As long as the network, the wind blows, we are anywhere around the globe. And that is why I am still here. I'm just working at a pace where my financial muscle can stretch not very long. You will see in my membership, once it is fully paid, hippie, I will be raising fingers, and is when I will be reaching out because I will be having equipment and evidence who I am. Because sometimes to invite people without a name on a card, they a bit hard to understand, and that the conditioning mindset still prevail in most of the people. Believing is seeing. People are Thomases. Therefore, I'm ready, working through that to unveil the blindfolding of people not to see the alternative options that is there, brought by the School of Bionatural Medicine. Thank you.
Fantastic. People are Thomases. Yeah, we know how you say the language you use there. People doubt too many things. In fact, even when you say to them, it is raining, they still believe that it is not, because that's the way they are conditioned. And as some of you have alluded to, believe me, this is a business that is so big. And it is interesting that you visualize exactly what it is. Just before we progress on, I'd like to tell you a story one of my professors shared with me many, many years ago. Yeah, he's from the London Business School. And this trainee was talking about determination and resilience. Right? I'd like you to listen to this very carefully. Some of you may have heard this version of this story or from a different version. Some of you may not have heard of it. Whether you've heard of it before or you haven't, believe me, the dimension and where I'm going to come from now will resonate with every single soul right here. He asked me, he said, do you know some species of the Chinese bamboos? Because there are different species of the bamboos, and Chinese can have a very little one, and they can have a very, very tall, 90 feet, 100 feet tall. And it takes a lot of gut. It takes a lot of work to grow this bamboo on your farm. So two friends, one has a bamboo tree, bamboo plantation, and they were flushed. They were flourished. They were doing really, really good. And in many, many parts of the world, bamboos are very, very important plant to have. It's a commercial plant in many parts of the globe. You can use it to roof your house or to create a fence and so many other possibilities the bamboo trees are used for. So the friend asked his friend that he want to set up his own plantation. But his friend said to him, I don't think this is really for you. He said, no, it's for me. He said, but it could take a long time for your bamboo tree, the seed, to germinate and for it to grow. He said, are you ready for it? His friend said, yes, of course, I'm ready for it. He said, are you sure? He said, yes, 100% and 20. So out of 100, you have to add VAT of 20%. So 120% say, I am ready. He sold him the seed of bamboo. He said, what you need is water and fertilizer on a regular basis. He didn't tell his friend the intervals in which he has to do this. So the friend planted all the seed in his farm. And he called his friend and said, I have planted the bamboo seed. It's okay. At the end of the month, water it and put fertilizer. Then you see what happens. So at the end of the first month, nothing germinates. The friend, phoned his friend, said, it's over 30 days, nothing has germinated. He said, have you put water? Have you put fertilizer? He said, at the beginning, it's okay. Repeat the process. Do it again. You put the fertilizer, you put water. 3 months went by. 6 months went by. A year gone past. And he phoned his friend and said, have you sold me dead seed? Were they boiled in hot water so that they didn't germinate? He said, no, this is the nature of these bamboo trees. So he said, put more fertilizer and put more water. He said, but I have to warn you, wait for at least 6 months before you can see results. So 2nd year running, after 6 months, he phoned his friend. He said, nothing has happened. He said, have you fertilized the seed, the soil? More water, more fertilizer. 2nd year went by. You know this story now. His friend became really irritated and lacking patience. He said, after the 3rd year, nothing has actually happened. Can I have my money back now? The friend assured him, he said, okay, I will come down, we will fertilize it together and add more water. He said, okay. He went with his friend to his farm, they watered and they fertilized the soil. I showed him, he said, within the next few months, you will see some result. At the end of 3.5 years, guess what happened? The bamboo seed did not germinate. Then his friend said to him, take courage. Take another 6 months. And at the end of the 4th year, guess what happened now to the bamboo tree? Can you guess now? Nothing happened. No seed, nothing germinates. Then the friend now become highly irritated. He said, you have actually sold me something that is not true. You sold me a lie. He said, but I did warn you right from the beginning that it requires a lot of hard work and a lot of patience. Let's give it 6 months. At the end of June of the 4th year, aha, what happens now? Can you see that those bamboo seeds that were planted 4.5 years ago, what happened to them? Nothing happened. His friend said to his friend, you are a froster. Nothing has grown. Nothing had developed. He said, I will come with you with some of my friends. We will water the whole field and we will put in some fertilizer. He said, he asked his friend, he said, again? The friend said, yes. More fertilizer, more water. He said, I think within 3 months of doing this exercise, you should get some outcome, results. The friend said, okay, I'll give you this chance one more time. So at the end of the 3 months, which is 4 years and 9 months, the friend went to his farm, and guess what happens now? Nothing happens. If you were in that particular position, what would be your takeaway? What would you do? 4 4.5 years. 4 years, 9 months. Nothing happened. At this point in time, let's call on Octavia right now. Octavia, what would you do? 4 years, 9 months, nothing germinates. What would you do now? Your friend that sold you those bamboo seed, what would you do to him? Octavia, are you there? Are you able to speak? Octavia, have you gone to cook? Octavia? Okay, maybe Octavia has gone to cook. Let's speak on Mandela. What would you now do? 4 years, 9 months, the bamboo seed failed to germinate. What would you do now to your friend? What would you do to your farm? Yeah, Mandela.
If I probably I will need to have at least of a thesis background of the bamboo tree, its nature of growth and development. And if I've got the anticipated period that the bamboo tree stays in the ground for a period of 60 months, I will persevere to that period because it's easy to calculate. But if I'm doing it from the blank slate, I do not have a clue, it is easy to hang my boots on to give up.
Okay. But that's exactly what it is. That's the reality of it. Because in the pathway of getting to somewhere, success you gain takes a long time. That's why this man, the founder of Apple, says a business venture does not belong to a rational person. Because it's quite a long way with high level of endurance in the process. You remember what he was told? That it could take a long time. It was not given any time duration. A whole year of planting a seed and without it growing is a long time. 2 years is even longer. And 3 years is much longer. 4 years requires a lot of high level of endurance, much longer. And more likely, you are now saying to your friend, you are a fraud. So it created a lot of friction between the two friends in the process. And the friend said, I will bring a lot of my friends, even my family members. We will go there next week and put more water and more fertilizer. On the 31st of the 5th year, at the 11th hour of the 30th minute AM, the man said, let me just try and go to the farm and find out what is happening right now. What do you think that he found that's happened? The bamboo seed started to bud. Very tiny bud of the bamboo tree began to sprout. He was so excited. He phoned his friend. He said, my bamboo seed is germinating. It's growing. I can see the bud of it with all the excitement. Then the friend said, Well done. Your endurance has paid off handsomely. You can go away on holiday, enjoy a holiday with your family, and your bamboo trees, you're going to now have a forest in due course. Then he asked his friend, how long will this take for me to have this forest? He said, I don't know. But one thing I do know, your bamboo tree will grow because it's just coming up. He said, okay. He packed all his stuff. He went on holiday with his family for a period of 3 weeks. At the end of the 3 weeks, he came back from his holiday and went to see his farm. Guess what happened he found? Can you guess? He had found bamboo that made a whole forest of bamboo. They have not only made forests of bamboo trees, these trees, some of them have grown within 3 weeks over 90 feet in terms of height within 3 weeks. He was so excited. He said to his friend, my bamboo tree have not only grown, some of them are well beyond 90 feet tall. So I'm now a pride ownership of a forest of bamboo trees. So he became a commercial farmer of bamboos. And all the wealth, all the suffering, all the outcome that he was looking for were fulfilled. What's the takeaway of this particular story? What does this story give you and what does it give me? Well, anything good must have what? It will require a lot of resilience, a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of pain and tear. Yes, a business doesn't belong to a rational person. It belongs to those who actually had the endurance, who had the dedication, who had the ability for them to wait patiently with patient endurance in order to reap the reward. So what I'd like you to see right now is a future with a lot of people in this community who are able to surround themselves with so many health and wellness therapies, so many health and wellness professionals, not just for themselves, but for their loved ones. Whereby there is an issue relating to health. Oh, they remember you say, yes. Andy was telling me a few months ago about this particular signaling molecule, about this particular gut health, about this particular scanning device that brings about proximity between professional and their client. Isn't that amazing? This, in your mind's eyes, look into the future. See what the possibilities and the opportunities are. But this is a but. That will not happen until you become an active participant. Yeah, it's all well and good. You can be on the road right now and you come to the Zoom, but if you have not been able to invite a single person, how would you grow? How would your business grow? Yeah, we will grow in time, but you need to add value to any platform you're in. The challenge I'm going to put forward to all of you without mentioning names, how many people have you invited today? How many? If you have not invited anyone, how do you think they're going to come? And where would you get these people from? Your WhatsApp groups, your social media platform. Mandela, you were mentioning about your business card. We can create your business card for you now. Ash is actually on this particular platform who can help you to develop and produce those your business platform because you already started the journey, you and Lizzie. The journey has started. There is no question. A journey of
Okay.
1,000,000 miles start with the
Yes.
first step.
Oh, fantastic.
So you can reach out to Ash. Ash will actually develop your business card for you within 30 days. Not going to be 5 years. Within a day, not 1 month.
Thank you
Within
very much.
minutes. Within minutes.
Yeah, Midela,
No.
if you just send me your all the details right now, within an hour, I'll send you everything.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I'm just messaging you my contact number so you can just, directly message me. All right?
Yes.
Okay,
And
thank you.
this is what you're going to get, just like mine. Look at mine. Look at this is my own card, which I use every single time and every opportune time at every location. This is mine. It got my name, it got my contact number, and it got my QR code built into it. So when somebody scans that my QR code, guess what happened? They will register and that registration will come through straight away. And they open their own account as entrepreneur. And within that, that's our building up in the process. It's coming right now.
Thank you.
And Ash is going to get it shown to everybody. And I can tell you, I can send this particular, my card to thousands of people. I have over 20,000 members on my LinkedIn platform alone. LinkedIn platform, 20,000.
Wow.
What do? I simply send a lot of people that they sign up as part of the entrepreneur that come to this platform. I think virtually all of you here come to this platform through myself, directly or indirectly. So if you have not been able to bring a single person to the platform, what does it actually demonstrate? What does it show? It's not even in the 10th position of your priority. So my exhortation for you, whether it is Saturday presentation or it is the Wednesday presentation, which is today's, list out a name of 100 people. Send your business card to them. How many do I mention? 100. Because this is a game of numbers. If you're here without those people you invited. I know some of you say, oh yeah, I've sent invitation to people and they are not here. I say, how many did you send out? Oh, two will not work. In fact, sometimes you send out 10. Every week, I send out to about 2,000 to 3,000 people, 20,000 to 3,000 people. Because I have a broadcast group, and each group is about 12 of them. Each group is about 256 people. Okay, not all of them are active, or some of the phone numbers are. But the reality, 80% are active. Some of them, even after the presentation, they send me a message, oh, I forgot today is the day you have it. It's so funny. Yesterday, one of those who were being, who was one of my contact, other day, I see us signaling. He said, you know what? He said, I will be coming right now to your future presentation. But you never know who listens. You never know who sees what you're doing. Keep on chipping away, gradually, like the bamboo tree. It takes a long time for it to sprout. But for it to sprout and grow up to that 90 feet tall in 3 weeks, you are those of you here, you are the necessary infrastructure to make that to grow, to sprout, and to grow for as long and as tall as 90 feet at the same time. And also, Ndela, and for those of you who are here, we will be appointing, for those of you who are really serious, they want to go into the mentorship program. On Saturday, this is what we're going to be doing. You put your name down for the mentorship program, and we allocate you a dedicated manager to grow your team in the process, using all the available social media and using your personal contact. All you need to do, list out 100 people in your contacts. And once your business card is made, your business card is developed for you, just send it to them electronically. And you are on the road to Jericho from Jerusalem. You are on the road to Gaza from Moscow. And you are on the road to Saudi from London. It's not too difficult. And you come across with a lot of people on a daily basis. We have 8 billion people on the planet. Do you know how many of them really need a lot of medical intervention? Can you guess? Study shows over 90% of people around the globe have one need or the other from medical intervention. Why do you have to wait until their situation deteriorated or got worsened? Why don't you take the preventative action right now? Why don't you herald this information that you're hearing so that everybody understands, everybody hears it from the rooftop? So those are the challenges we're going to be setting from from this weekend. List out the names, and we'll share with you how you can reach out to these people every single week. By the time you invite 100 people to the platform, one person will attend, 10 people will attend. And out of 10, it will resonate with one person. And that one person could be the bamboo tree that you're looking for, that will blossom within 5 years. But rather than 5 years in this case, it could only take only about 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. But that journey must start from today. Don't wait till Saturday when we're going to be demonstrating this to you. But those of you who are going to be there on Saturday, you're going to be in for a treat. Start getting the names of your friends that you want to invite and bring them on board. That's the name of the game. Your bamboo tree will grow, not just one tree, but series and bunches of trees that will make you a whole forest of bamboo trees. This is also, it's going to grow, that will cover, that will provide shade, that will provide protection, and that will provide richness of activity, not just for you, but for those you come in contact with. You become a refresher of those who are in contact with you. Provide them with the opportunities and the possibilities. Provide them with what they need for them to survive. Just imagine right now that in 2-3 years' time, when your bamboo tree has grown, you can afford to travel not just for 3 weeks, but travel to any country for 3 years. And as you travel along the way, you keep on picking up a lot of bamboo seeds. You keep on planting them, nurturing them. Guy, this is a very, very serious business. And you need to just take consciousness of it so that you're not only going to grow, but you will expand at the same time. Majority of you have already seen what we do, how we do it, the BIPI, the ICEA. A few more other products are coming on board, like life insurance policy, whereby you can pay into an insurance and God forbid bad thing, if anything happens, the insurance will equally pay out. Some of you with critical illness, some of you with different possibilities and facility that the insurance company pays against risks of anything happening in the future. As we promise you, we can only enrich this particular platform with so many opportunities and possibilities. That's what the name of the game is. And that's what we are all about. Today, the presentation will officially close, but with just 1 or 2 comments. Just before anyone comments, I'd like to bring John on board. John, are you there? You can unmute
Sonny, hello.
and speak to it.
Yes. Hello. If I cut out it's because either my Wi-Fi or somebody's Wi-Fi keeps jumping in and
Okay.
out.
Okay.
So no, it's okay. Sonny is telling you about inviting people. Well, that means how do you invite them? How do you invite them? You need to actually have a conversation ready. No, you're saying, I'm doing this. Do you want to come up on Saturday and have a look at it? Say, look, there's an opportunity here. It's not a promise, it's an opportunity that you can take to actually improve your life. I'm doing it. We can do it together. And that's it, really. I mean, none of us want to risk rejecting a friend or being rejected by a friend. So you really have to work on how you introduce. It's no use just flashing a card at a mobile phone. You have to be able to say, look, this is why I'm doing it. And I want you to do it. If you don't want to do it, it doesn't affect our friendship. That's more important than anything else. Or it doesn't affect the fact that you're my brother-in-law, you know, because if you're married to my sister, you've got enough problems, you know. But but you could say you have to approach people properly. And I think it's very important in any sale to remember that what you're selling, no matter what you're selling opportunity, an opportunity, not a promise. You have to supply the work that makes the opportunity become a business. But what Sunny's set up gives you the tools, the vehicle, they call it. It's the word they use nowadays. But to me, a vehicle means a car, you know, it's the vehicle for success. Study how to approach people, how to sell. There's so much on the internet. Now, there's stuff that's really very basic. It's like the first 5 lines of a sales plan. Patrice will tell you, know the one I've done before. But go more deeply, because people are deep. And you're asking them not just for money, but to actually devote their lives to something new. Getting people excited isn't the thing. You get them interested. And then you feed their interest. That's it. So, Sonny, there you go.
Very good. Excellent, John. Always was a wisdom that comes from John's mouth. Now, based on my own personal experience, yeah, I don't have a lot of friends because a lot of friends I used to have many, many years ago, it's all about what they can get out of you. And sometimes your friend is ruined, your friendship is ruined because they borrow money from you and they don't pay back.
Right.
Right? I'm not sure whether that has happened to you in the experience. So John is the only one viable friend I have at the moment. Then Andrew and Della. These are my friends right now. Yeah, my friends are my business associates. That's the reality of it. And talking about friend, some of your friends are the worst enemy of themselves and to you. You feel, oh yeah, Mandela is actually gonna, because it's my friend, we're close, he trusts me for everything. But you'll be so deflated when your friend says no. Yeah, that's the reality, isn't it? I just mentioned you don't want to be rejected. But I say to you, enjoy that rejection, because when they say no, that gives you an opportunity to explore alternatives. Some of you may have remembered a story that Jesus told in the Bible. He said a king was designing a feast, a dinner for his friends. He went to the first one. Guess what he told? Jesus said he told the friend, to the servant. He said, just bear with me, just excuse me at this time. I'm just going to get married. The other one, he has something else to do. The other one, he has something else to do. So many of his friends, they all begged off. Then he came back to his master. He said, most of your friends, 99% of them have actually begged off. Then the master said to him, okay, go to the side road, go and look for the lame, the beggars, the cripple, the blind. Just invite them, ask them to come for the dinner. They have nothing to worry about. And guess what happened? The moment he did that, the dinner table were filled up completely. So what's the moral of the story? Some of the people that you actually trust so much that they're going to respond, believe me, you can get some shock that they're not giving you the right amount of attention, visibility, because they think it's a joke. Well, in modern time, that has equally happened. We have seen big businesses today where they are friends, they laughed it off. They were jeering at their own friends. Amazon was a typical one. You know, some of his friends thought he'd gone loony, he'd gone cuckoos in his head. That he's selling secondhand books. But today, who is laughing? Who smiles? Some of you may have also remembered the story of Mark Zuckerberg. When they started in Facebook, 3 of his friends actually abandoned the project along the way. Think he's not making any appreciable progress with the project because it's taking a long time. It has not taken off. But when he floated, Facebook, was it 10 years later? Facebook was floated for around about 600 billion. Is it 600 billion or 600 million? $600 million. That's colossal amount of money. But it took Mark over 10, 15 years to be at the bamboo plantation. And guess what happens when that happens? When those 3 friends actually heard that he's floating in the stock market, does anyone know how much Facebook was actually sold for per shares? Does anyone know? I think this is back in 2000 Facebook started in 2004. Years later, I think around about 2010, 12, when it was floated in the stock market. Can anyone guess how much it was floated for at that point in time per shares? It started for the bid, I think around about $10. Went up to 20, 30. I think it went up to $38 per share. Let's say $40. Do you know how much is the share price of Facebook today? After so many years of bamboo plantation?
The market value,
Mhm.
is it 1 trillion, the market value? Or
Okay,
1.3 or something?
very good. If you just go, Ndela, are you there? Andrew, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. Yeah.
You simply just go to Sister G, enter, you say, what is the price of Facebook share today? Enter that information into your Sister G, Google. Andrew, what does it tell you?
Hang on a sec. I'm gonna have to grab my tablet. I haven't got the machine here right now. One
That's
sec.
okay.
You can
If you're not able to, yeah.
you can
Ndela,
pass it. Mhm.
Ndela, can you reach out to your Sister G? And tell all of us what is the price of Facebook shares? John had given us a ballpark figure.
I don't know what the current share issue is though.
Ndela, are you there?
Is it $593 per share?
How much?
I think it's $593
Okay,
per share.
$593. Can you see? If you have bought one Facebook share around about 15, 16 years ago, how much profit do you think you would have made? In fact, when it was being floated, would you have even bought any? Or you would have thought it was a joke? And that's what happened to me. I only bought very, very small quantity of it. $38 at that point in time, I could have bought $100,000 worth of Facebook shares, but I didn't. I think I only bought around about 1,000. And when the share price went to a certain level, I sold all of them. I was happy that I made even that amount of profit. Those his friend that actually begged off from the project, they took him to court and they were demanding their own shares. You know what Monk did? He said, no problem. I will give you, all of you, 22 million each. He paid them cash and share at $40 per share at that point in time. Can you imagine the enormity of the size? He said, just out of cost settlement, he said, I owe you no liability whatsoever. Because he didn't want to start dragging on everything on the mud. And he gave them. Why am I telling you all this story tonight? It just to tell you the story that some of us are actually looking in the wrong direction. You're working flat out, day in, day out, working for somebody. If you spend even an ounce of the time you're spending on waking up every day, chasing after the bus and the train for 10, 20, 30 years, it will only have to take you 2-3 years of hard work. And your bamboo tree will sprout, it will grow, it will develop, and you will have a plantation of bamboo trees. It's right in front of you. Grab hold of it. Don't let it go. You don't have to wait for entrepreneurship program. How much is it now for you to be a participant? £50. Start the journey. Everybody you pass along the street, he passes by you or you pass them by, however it happens, they need help. Everyone, including me, including you, in terms of their health. So the industry we're in is so profound, is so amazing that we can create so many possibilities and opportunities for ourselves. All it just takes is have the proper mindset, perspective in terms of what you're going to do. A lot of people are looking for business opportunity, but they don't know how to start it. So this Saturday is going to be a wonderful presentation. And from January 2025, we'll be running once a month a business workshop, which is designed for our members only. And those members will have to be those who are really at the top end of the game. Either those who are the executive entrepreneur, this is what Ndela was talking about earlier, or the senior entrepreneur. In fact, we will include even those £50 for a time and a season. Because running a business is no joke. It requires a lot of work, a lot of effort. Here, we say to you, you don't need all those work, you don't need those effort. All you need is ability to discern. Today, have you started listing names that you're going to invite? Remember what John said? He said, all you need to do, don't present anything to them. Just say, come and hear it out. If you don't have any friends like me, go through your Facebook, go through your LinkedIn. Do you know this is actually an amazing thing? We help you to develop your LinkedIn profile, your Facebook, connecting with people. And this is an interesting thing that I have worked on. But a few months ago, I just put in business entrepreneur on my LinkedIn profile. I have hundreds of names that come up. And I just send them a request. And guess what happens? They accept it. And a lot of people that I get right now, that's why you see the fluctuation happening from time to time. Sometimes we're about 30, sometimes we're about 10. Today, I have not sent out this particular week. But from today, tomorrow, we're sending out a lot of videos and everything else. And you will see the Saturday building up, the Wednesday building up in the process. So our exhortation for you is take your business serious. Yes, you can do your 9 to 5, 9 to 9, and you don't need big money to start this business. £50 is more than enough. £50 in 2-3 years' time, working on a project can give you £10,000, £20,000 a year, £100,000 a year, with £50 worth of starting a business. This is a reality. In certain countries of the world, somebody earned £200 a month. It's a lot of money. many parts of countries in Europe, in Africa, in Asia. And if even you just use that as a side income, do you know how many families right now? Yeah, there was something on the yesterday. I don't know if some of you actually saw that. There was a family who were, the lady just, the only thing that she can afford is baked beans and bread. But I said, if you then approach this lady, you say, look, why don't do a side business? Start with £50. Rather than using that £50 to buy your cigarettes or alcohol, put it on something that will give you and your children something substantial for the future. Would they listen to you? That's the reality. But when they see that you're making progress, guess what happens now? They become jealous. And somebody sent me a quote today. He said, you see, your friends are jealous when they observe that you're growing. He said, but they are not willing to take the step you have taken. Can you see? It's a big difference. So I'm not giving you a lot of lectures. I'm just giving you a lot of practical suggestions in terms of how you can grow your business. But we're going to talk a lot more about that this week, Saturday, when we start. Okay, going to hand back now to Ash, our host for today, who is going to now take one or two questions. Then the platform will be officially closed within 5 minutes. Ash, you have a
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Sunny. We appreciate your time and dedication and the post you have given us today. Before we close out, anybody, any comments, any questions? I think we heard from Adela, Andrew, John, Maxine, who else? Patrice, do you want to say something? Or Octavia, Natalia, anybody? Judith, are you there? Who is there? Robert. Yes, Robert, I see you now.
Hi.
Hello.
All right.
Yes, Robert, any comments from your side, please?
I sent you, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I sent you my details. You got my contact details, yeah?
Okay, perfect.
Perfect. So were you still in the UK?
Yes, Robert. Any comments from the presentation for today?
They're all frightened of you, Aisha.
Jet setting.
We'll talk,
Robert,
we'll talk off
we only want you
the present.
Scary girl.
focus on the presentation for today. Stop
Yes.
asking personal questions.
Very good stories about Facebook and how planting the bamboo, it's so relevant. It takes time. Very true.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Hello, Aisha.
Okay, pick up this
Hello.
man, Caleb.
Yes, Caleb.
Caleb
Yes,
Kofi.
please.
Hi, Aisha. Hi, Dr. Sunny.
Hello.
Greetings from Ghana.
Hi, Caleb.
Can't see him.
Dr. Sunny, thank you so much for the presentation. I joined the presentation at the later point, and I'm truly inspired with your presentation touching on opportunities that is always around us. We just need to have the right mindset, like you said. Once we have the proper mindset and the proper motivation, that is the grounds to take the next step and launch into the world of possibilities that you and your team has created. I'm very excited about it, and I'm just hoping that there will be a program for Africa, especially Ghana, because there's a lot of opportunities, and a lot of potentials, and of course, when we are talking about job creation, Dr. Sani, you and I know that in Ghana, there's a lot of unemployment because people have been trained to go to school, finish school, get a job, and all of that. But I think that if you have the right motivation and right mindset, you can be working, but you can still be making money. Or you might not be working, you don't have to work, but such an opportunity you are creating become the platform to start earning money. So I think that there's a lot of potential in Ghana. There's a lot of people in Ghana who need the opportunity that you have created. And I'm very happy because you invited me to be a part of it. And I have seen the good work you have done, the foundation you have created. And all I'm saying is, can you extend that opportunity also to the Ghanaian people? And I'm here to give you the support so that we can also be blessed and we can be transformed, improve our quality of life, be able to support ourselves, our dependents, our family, turn the economy around, and create a better environment. Thank you.
Okay, let me just respond to that, Caleb. Yes, of course, Ghana is one of those countries. John and I have, we've been in Ghana, we did work in Ghana, we did work in Nigeria, Tanzania, we did work in Uganda, many of the African countries. And we have seen around, as you just mentioned, Caleb, in most African countries, not just in African countries, in many, many parts of the globe, people graduate as doctors, GP, unemployed or underemployed. When we went to the Dominican Republic, there are over 30,000 GPs, qualified GP without a job, traversing the street of Santo Domingo or other part of it. Even in the UK, there are people who actually hate their job, but they have to do it because they have to pay their bills. And the opportunity glaring on their faces, just say, come on, just take it. The gold, the pot of gold that you're looking for is right here, under your nose. You just need to dig and pick it up. Yeah, Caleb, the opportunities is enormous. And I know how you work. We'll send you that invite and you and I will speak. Then you'll be in charge. You'll be one of those who will be promoting it, not just in Ghana, but for the whole of Africa, so that we give opportunity, enabling platform for our African partners, European partners, American partners, Chinese partners, can all work together and build something solid for themselves and the community in general. We teach them how to fish, how to catch that fish. Then they will feed themselves for the rest of their lives. Okay, back to you now, Ash. And I think you have more space for one more question, then we'll close for the day.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Dr. Sani. I look forward to provide collaboration, partner, support anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Judith now. Judith, do you want to say something?
She's not there? She's there.
Yeah, she's there.
Who are you calling upon?
Judith, are you able to speak right now?
There are some storms down here. Wi-Fi is cutting in and out.
Oh, okay. So who do we
Okay.
have? I think most of the people are done. Maxine says, thank
Now
you, Dr.
you,
Sunny.
you can put the meeting to a close.
Yeah. Okay. Or yes, anybody, I think we're almost done. So thank you everybody for joining today. And I hope that Dr. Spani expertise in health and wellness has been incredibly inspiring. And we are excited to implement that what we have learned today to achieve greater outcomes and most importantly, reach as many as we can. Right. All right. So we'll see you this Saturday, 10 a.m. UK time, which will be incredibly, incredibly important for you. So please be there because that is the day which we will be deciding how to achieve what we have decided today. And our journey with the guidance from Dr. Sunny and through all of us will start from that day. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.